These were the unbearable scenes in West London as people living in the flats realised what was happening to them. As the fire raced uncontrollably up the high-rise building,
wet towel! Wet towel! Wet towel!
Options included either jumping or trying to use makeshift ropes,
This guy's sending a rope!
from bedding or curtains. It was so intense, the combined forces of dozens of fire crews could do little to stop it.
I literally just heard screaming. I saw people jumping out of their windows. The building was literally on fire.
It was horrific because I saw families screaming, you know, and people on the edge. It looked like they wanted to jump out.
By the time it was light, the entire block had been destroyed. It was the worst thing experienced fire staff had ever seen.
This is an unprecedented incident. In my 29 years of being a firefighter, I have never, ever seen anything of this scale.
Down the road, people who'd lost everything were gathering. This centre had become both a collection point for food and other donations and a place where people could check names of loved ones against a list of the missing or the dead. Many were coming back out, inconsolable.
I don't want to say anything, but I just want everything to be false, and I just don't want to say anything anyway.
The thing that's perhaps most disturbing about this is the speed with which the fire managed to engulf the entire building. Safety regulations in this country are very strict. Fires are usually confined to perhaps one or at most two floors of a building. Something here has gone absolutely catastrophically wrong. The fire service investigation is bound to focus on repeated complaints from the tower block's residents group about an alleged lack of safety. Recent renovation work was even questioned as being a fire risk.
3.5 months ago, I was watching them coming in with the insulation, and I said to one of the workers, "What are you doing with this insulation? Why are you putting it in the building?" He says, "Oh, it's to keep you cool in the summer and to keep you warm in the winter." And I said, "Is it?" And I said, "Watch this." And I broke off a little piece of it, yeah? I put it on the back of my phone, and then after I put it on the back of my phone, I lit it with my lighter, and I watched that little piece of phone go psst, and I said, "You're putting that in this building, yeah?"
There were boilers in some places located next to doorways. So if a boiler caught fire, someone wouldn't be able to exit their property. There were boilers that were located above fuse boxes. There was always the concern there was one stairwell which went down out of the building, just the one. And the fire strategy was to stay put. There wasn't an evacuation test in the 2.5 years that I lived there.
By the morning rush hour, West London was at a standstill, among other concerns that the building might collapse. It is at once a human tragedy, and it is feared a disaster that was waiting to happen. Lawrence Lee, Al Jazeera, London.